It's crazy how movie titles can feel like prophecy. A Fall from Grace, The Haves and the Have-Nots, What's Done in the Dark, The Family That Prays, Tyler Perry's Duplicity. All from the mind of Tyler Perry. Tyler, please listen. Your legal team says in court documents, it's clear that Dixon needs help, referring to accuser Derek Dixon with a lawsuit for $260 million. That's number one. Number two is for $77 million from Mario Rodriguez, who did a part in Boo! A Madea Halloween. But this is no scary movie. Even though you're known for your parody of Black womanhood, one thing you could not cosplay is a have-not, because you're a part of the haves. To have built your dream from nothing. The haves of breaking out from the Hollywood system. You have a legacy for making space for Black actors who otherwise would be unknown or underpaid for their skill. An incredible story of over 20 years in an industry where most fade within the first 5. And yet, you do not recognize the path of destruction you leave in your wake. Hush money. That's the acclaim your accusers are making of assault, unwanted touching, dangling career opportunities for sexual favors. Hush money. Lewd, disgusting, unrepeatable sentiments in the complaints filed. Just 2 as of now, and I read them both, though I struggle with my own feelings around your guilt or innocence. After all, you haven't been proven guilty of anything. Hush money. But even if you're not guilty of these crimes, which I hope to God you're not, you are guilty of lesser things in my view. Forgive me for the personal tone, but I have a bone to pick with you, Madea, with your divorced sisters and your single women's club and your house of pain. Not just the shows, but the dynamic. The sentiment of the legal complaints with your accusers was coercive, sexually exploitative. But that's the culture created in the entertainment industry. The Hollywood quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Of course, no one intends for that for sexual battery, unless you're Weinstein, or Cosby, or Louis, or Spacey, or Diddy, or R. Kelly. But those were all isolated incidents, right? Power and influence are not something that most humans understand. We can't handle the fame as mere mortals. We're easily enticed into using our power for our own gain. But not you. You were humble enough to share the spotlight with your alter ego in Mabel Simmons, Madea. Hello. You've said that Madea is a cross between your mother and your auntie, with a sprinkle of Eddie Murphy's talent to build out that world. And what a world it is. 14 Madea movies in one franchise, nearly unheard of outside of a blockbuster stack. And it all started with church plays. I remember as a kid, my mom took me to a play in DC. Lots of church buses, Black folks as far as the eye could see. The air was electric and you came out on stage, gray wig, muumuu, a purse, and a gun. Laughter ensued. Someone started singing, better than anything on American Idol. And then a man, not you, but very athletic in the gym type, took off his shirt, shiny, slippery, like he had laid down in a vat of canola oil. I held my breath, waited for the church mothers to storm out or get upset, but they were elated. Must be the non-church going crowd, I thought to myself. But those church buses were stacked. These are Jesus lovers through and through. They like the man with the oil. I love me some Jesus and I love me some you. See, my problem with you, Tyler, is that you don't see the forest for the trees. A billionaire, media mogul with a chip on his shoulder and insatiable drive to do whatever you please. Your crime is pride, hubris, arrogance of the highest degree. It's the lack of humility, the ego that works 16 hours on set, refusing to do things in excellence while you force your movies on a 10-day timeline. It's the bragging about your ability to ignore the haters while disregarding critique of your work from your fans. The hit to credibility that artists take by being connected to you because you refuse to grow creatively. The slop you curate around the Madea brand, knowing full well you have the resources to do more. And as a friend's therapist once said, people have the right not to grow. But followers of Jesus, we don't have that right. As disciples, we are to be fruitful and multiply, sowing and reaping. What have you sown, Tyler? What have you reaped here? A genuine question, not an insult. What is the reaping of your work, of your celebrity, of your notoriety? The checks are nice, but what of your soul? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What have you bonded yourself to? What have you come into agreement with? The abuse you suffered as a child, heinous, despicable, undeserved. Has it made you hard? Has it made you cold? Has it forced you to objectify others the way you should never have been? I love me some Jesus, and I love me some you. And in love, I plead with you. Get some help. No more movies, no more shows, no more, no more, no. I said no, I said no. Please, Tyler.